Okay, so this is the experiences I've had with DMT. I've been wanting to record this for a while. Um, the first time I smoked it, it was like really dark, and I was sitting down, and as soon as I smoked it, I saw. As soon as I exhaled, I saw a. It was like a kaleidoscope with a G in the middle, and G or a six, and the six rotated in and out, and then it kaleidoscoped to trance music, and instinctively I was like, I gotta dance to this. So I stand up and I felt a tickling from every direction, and I thought it was trying to take me somewhere. And I said, no, no, no. It was the girls. It was gypsy women. Who knows what it was? I believe in gypsies now. And this tickling just was the best sensation I've ever felt. And I said, no, 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 I can't go with you beautiful girls. I have a girlfriend. So I laid on the ground, and the stars were they weren't stars. They were like a diamond shape, and they were really big. And then they just kind of like down through the sky. And then I woke up again. And then that was the first time. And then the second time, I did it on my knee. I smoked it on my knees because I knew how spiritual the experience was after the first time. And as I stood up, I felt something pushing my shoulders, and like this feminine goddess or something inside me, and it pushed me from left to right. It had a bluish color with a pink center, like on each shoulder. And then that was during the night, and that was on while being on MDMA at the same time and smoking the DMT through with tobacco. And then the third time was the next day in a tent. Um, there was five people in the tent. One of the guy was training to be a shaman or something. So when I smoked it, I kept my eyes open and just looked around the tent really good, and like everyone's face seemed to morph into like goddesses or goddess whatever. And then I like as I moved and like looked around the room, everything off my fingers and my hips and my shoulders, everything rainbow colors. Just rainbow colors everywhere. I felt like I was floating. I felt like everyone that walked by the tent would stop and was like, it felt like everyone was like, whoa, what is he doing? How did he do that with the rainbow colors? And then I like looked at my hands, and my hands had eyeballs all over them, eyeballs everywhere. And then I looked at my girlfriend, and she had the third eye in her head, and it was just as clear as day. And this Celtic henna pattern grew like out of this eyeball and like went around her face and then went up and then into her eyes. And when it did that, it felt like I like picked like had my hands on her eyelids and like looked into her soul. And right when it went into her eyes, she like shook it off, you know. And then the fourth time was this was on mushrooms too, and then the fourth time was on mushrooms as well. But when I smoked it, I had it was kind of like a memory of a grandmother or whatever, and then we were by ourselves, and then after that it went to like a puzzle, like a craft shaped puzzle, like like a vase, and then there was letters that moved this way, like this, and then letters that moved in. The letters flipped over and flipped back, and then one would go like this, and it was just this puzzle. And I said, "Oh, that's the secret to the universe," you know. And I like looked deeply, and as I looked at it, it moved farther away, and I said, "Fuck the puzzle," and just started kissing my girlfriend's belly. And and that's pretty much it. But the experiences is what I want to talk about is like how it only lasts for 2 minutes, but you remember it forever. It's like the experience ultimately lasts forever. And what else to throw in here? Supposedly the DMT is what happens when you're born, and then when you die again, I guess, and then while you're dreaming. So it's just like there all the time. And it might be some way to go into this other world. I would love to, just forever, even if it's only for 2 minutes. But and then later that night, there was another guy that had some. I watched him I watched him smoke it. And then there was him, and then there was another guy. And another guy was kind of drunk and didn't have a good energy, so I kind of recommended for him not to smoke it, but he wanted to anyway. And the guy that first he smoked it, he looked at me and said he saw my face was jello, and then I had two hypnotizing snakes on my forehead that went like this and just hypnotized him. It was like throughout a beauty. But then the next guy smoked it, and he didn't want to talk about what he saw. I don't even know what he saw. I'm just like, could be anything. But I don't know. I'll throw this on the computer for the, I don't know, for the people to see, and then we'll just go stop. You got anything to say, Mullen?
No.
No.